And we are back.
Yeah, we are back with car percent.
Mm-hmm.
In the left corner, no, this is not a. This is the wrong.
No,
the
go
wrong
ahead.
way.
By all means, do it.
In the left corner, we have Chloral, the car prodigy from Germany,
Whoa.
and in the right corner, Andy Bundy.
Whoa. And here we go. Here we go.
So we start with Greenwood Village.
Yeah, what was interesting about this category is I think when the tournament started, or like just before we were starting the tournament, a new route was discovered in the menuing where we start with Greenwood Village and then we go up and pretty much go around and kind of zigzag back up to
Yeah, yeah.
What is that called? Dino Domain Trophy Race.
Yeah. Part of it was just to make sure that we have like one route that everyone is using, so it would be kind of,
Consistent?
for our viewers, it would be very confusing if Gloral started at Future Funland and we would watch Andy Bundy do Ancient Lake.
Yeah.
But then I think most runners really liked it, and we have seen a world record improvement with that route. So since you're doing some of the trouble courses like Everfrost Peak, Space Dust Alley, where you can lose a lot of time very early, also a really great route to just grind it.
Yeah. Yeah, I did some last minute studying, like 20 minutes before my race.
Oh yeah.
My first race, so I was learning the menuing that way. I'm a bad speedrunner. Don't take
Don't
after
say that.
me.
So let's see what times we are going to see. So
Yeah,
there's some small difference that you can do here. Like Global is very time trial founded. That's not the right word. Founded.
He's
He's coming from time trials, yeah. So he does not go for that blue balloon. When you do that zigzag turn in the tunnel. And people that come from ATR would usually go for that and use it up the slope. But we have seen that it's equally fast, pretty much.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say I actually noticed that earlier today.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see that. I'm just so used to people going for that particular balloon. I would have never thought that. I don't do time trials, so I'm not really familiar with the routing in those. So it's interesting to learn about that.
Like when you drift up that slope, it can be very easy to switch direction when you go over a slight bump. So you really have to know how to do it consistent, and Global somehow seems to know that. I don't know how, but good for him.
Yeah. Oh, that double balloon by
nice
Andy.
Double balloon. So, that is what Global calls the boink.
The boink. Yeah, you could actually get stuck on the ice if you. Yeah. I think it's on the right side there in that middle area. If you hit it just right, you can get.
And we have seen the world record holder, Giz, getting it twice in one lap in his race versus Global. So you don't have to feel bad if it happens to you. 121 for Global.
That's really good.
Yeah.
I'm usually happy with a 132.
Yeah.
Oh. That was pretty messed up.
Yes.
I feel like he should have not hit that.
I kind of want to call the fairness police.
Yeah, I think you should.
Yeah, I'm trying
and that. Then put me on the line, and I'll make sure I tell them.
So right now, if you watch LOL, that's a very tough part. That upwards, that upwards turn. If you boost there, you just take off, and from there, let the wind guide you.
Yeah, this is not an easy car track. I mean,
And Gloral is fairly consistent with it. I don't know how to be consistent with it, but again, good for him.
I think if I wow, he hit that zipper. Did he hit that zipper, or did he miss it? Can you
Hit it.
can you hit those air zippers with the?
Oh no, the air zipper can't activate in car. No.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Okay.
Brandino.
Yeah. If we would, if the fairness police was available for runners of this game, they would be very busy, man. I don't think that system would work. So that's maybe why there is no fairness police. So let's see how Andy handles that part. Okay.
Ooh, got a triple. Is that an actual strat? Because that's a really good strat.
If you don't want to bonk at any cost, you would just use a balloon up there instead of that zipper, because once you hit that zipper, it's decided by fate.
Yeah, both this track and Everfrost Peak are very, very bumpy tracks, and if you hit the,
No, he's getting that zipper, and
ooh,
yes, well done.
Yeah, that was
That
smooth.
Blue, so the bonk wasn't that hurtful. Nice.
Good stuff.
There's one thing that when we see Floral doing that beginning of Space Cell, you stack up these blue balloons, and then you want to not get that magnet, and just for the sake of me explaining it, he got it. Now you can probably remember that the canyonless part in Fossil Canyon, where you can literally drive through a blue balloon, you literally touch it but it doesn't activate.
Yeah.
That can happen, but whenever there's a magnet, that cannot happen. the magnet can't dematerialize. So unfair. We should get that call for the fairness police after all. And a little bit of trouble for Andy, but if there's one track that makes you bonk, it's probably this one. So okay. Andy definitely holding his ground on this track. Ooh, we see the... Okay, I thought we see the theoretically faster upper route, where you stay up on Darkmoon Caverns instead of dropping down to where you would normally go with Lane in ATR. That is very difficult to drive up there, but theoretically should be faster. Staying some blue.
See,
yeah, you can get caught up there. Yeah.
Oh, he goes up there.
Oh, he gets the upper route. Yeah, that's a faster route.
Oh, well, that's good to know.
That is by a very small margin. I wanted to say small margin.
Oh my god, that finish! That was so good. He like hit the arch and TT went flying. That was a good finish. I liked that.
Yes. And Chloral with a 139. He should be happy with that. And we see Star City.
Star Shitty, you mean?
Yes, depending on the perspective of the person that's regarding the track, it might change its name. So yeah, the same thing that we had in Horror Percent. At the end here, you want to use that one balloon just before you touch the other one. A double balloon would not be worth it here, because the the power of one balloon also powers up the next balloon. So the stacking effect comes into play here. Let's see if he gets into the second lap. Oh, he doesn't have the balloon yet.
Yeah.
My brain was not ready.
So you would get the one and then use it and then hit the other
Yes.
and then use it. Yeah.
And optimally, you fly all the way until that turn before the
Right.
finish line.
Now the issue I have there is when I always bonk into the wall when I get into that tunnel, and I have no idea how to avoid that.
Oh yeah. You mean that part where it goes really downhill?
Distracted by chat.
Oh yeah. You mean that the part where you fly downhill in Star City?
Well, no, not that tunnel. It's
okay.
it's right after like the zigzag part, and then you get the balloon. Yeah. That
if
part
you
I
get
always
that,
have
and
to
then you
use
just bonk there. Okay, we see some nice vent room action by Clara.
Yeah, vent room action.
And now, this is pretty interesting. We saw the shortcut here a lot in Hover.
Oh, you want that balloon? Interesting.
But yeah, in Kart this is actually faster because of a strategy that you can do here. Hopefully we see Glol do it in the second lap. That includes 3 blue balloons that you link into each other. This is a very bad spot usually with you have to expect some oil here. Glol was lucky. It was nice. You want to have a shield there if possible. So maybe he can show in the next lap that 3 balloon connection. And then you just fly into the tunnel, and sometimes he flies even farther than that. So that is pretty crazy. And because of that, the shortcut is theoretically not the optimal way to go here in Kart. But obviously, I mean, you have to hit all of that stuff. It's not easy. And he is just short of this and goes and the rage oil slick.
I love that little right at the end there.
Maybe he gets the 3 balloons, then everything will be fine again, and flies all the way in.
That's so good. I love it. God, it's so satisfying to watch.
That was a great showing. He will not be happy with the time, I fear. It's always the kind of thing when your goals are very high up there.
Yeah,
you have a harder time to be happy with your times, but you should take a time, summon there, and just be happy because it makes the day really good.
Yeah, no, he still performed really well.
Terrifying Haunted Woods.
Andy is not having any luck with those Star City balloons at the end there.
If you take a moment to think about that part is definitely easier in hover percent.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Haunted Woods is a lot more consistent. So he made Crunch turn around with that. Oh, but he got it very nice those 2 laps. So.
Andy making
for 47 Haunted Woods, I think we would take one of these. And we have a different approach from Andy, who just goes straight. Because if you go for all 3 balloons, you might, there's a lot of these pillars in this laser room. You might just bonk somewhere, and then it's very risky. So you can just go straight and settle for 2 blue balloons. That is, I think, a very good approach when you're not 100% confident with going for the hardest stuff everywhere.
Right, that's 2 successful event action thingies for Andy. It's good.
And what do you think about the way you finish? Okay, what
happened?
He was going for like a time trial strategy that he found himself. You get like a huge jump, and then you land into that little slope in the water, and your goal is to get launched by it again and keep the speed all the way into the tunnel. And if you do that, you are crazy fast.
Oh, he tries to connect the balloon and the zipper.
Yeah. That's an interesting difference to what we saw before. In Hover, you generally want to first use the zipper and then link a balloon afterwards. And in Car, you want to use your balloons into zippers. there's like some general rule of thumb difference between the vehicles.
Yeah.
So hopefully we see Gloral do that finish better this time. Yes, you
Gosh,
keep the speed
so
all the way
good.
around that turn. It looks crazy when someone gets it.
Yeah. I mean, it looks kind of like the equivalent to Canyonless, and even when I succeed at that again, it's very satisfying. So to see it in
Yes, yes.
kind of like performed in other tracks is so cool.
I guess we have the word chloraling in chat. We can use that in the future.
Chloraling. All right, I like this. I'm going to add that to my dictionary.
Yes. So. Oh, interesting. Andy going for the other zipper.
Yeah,
I have sadly missed if he missed the first one. So that's something you can do if you missed the first one, or you can just go for that and say again. You can say like, okay, that turn here, it's not gonna get me bonking.
Ugh.
Oh yeah, he's probably just missing it, and that way you don't bonk. Okay.
Yeah, it's true. To hit both of those zippers and to get through that tunnel smoothly is really hard to do.
Thankfully, in car.
Chloraling sounds like something a turtle does. And here you can see the great American tortoise.
Yeah. In the left corner we have the turtle Chloral, and in the so Chloral will do something, obviously, that I've no one else seen in Car%. He goes up that slope and jumps the Saltker jump, the former time trial Kart champion Saltker. It was most likely him who started using that strategy, so we just called it Saltker jump. So instead of just staying on the track where you would lose some time if you go up that slope, you lose some speed, you bounce off earlier and you keep your speed and you connect it with the zipper. Well done. That was some nice chloraling.
That was some nice chloraling.
And that would be faster, but it is like the reason we don't see that often is it's regarded way too difficult for RTA. But Chloral just says, I can do it. Another reason is that he has not done nearly as much RTA as most runners, like ATR. I mean, as most runners in this tournament. So he's has a very strong time trial background, and in time trial, you obviously go for this if you go for a record. And I think he has like a crazy time on this track.
Yeah, Chloral really knows how to make his car fly, and he makes it look so easy.
He would be a great plane player. I know it. He denies it, but he's already flying. He just has to change the amount that you use the A button.
He really has supreme control over his car.
I think Andy finishing Wilton Plains with a respectable time.
Wow, got a 41.62 coming from Chloral for Treasure Caves.
Oh yeah.
Crazy.
So Andy in Snowball Valley.
This is a fun track. I like Snowball Valley, even though it's a bit challenging. But ooh no.
Oh, a bit of okay. That was a good way to save it, man.
Yeah, that was really good actually.
So instead, as a difference from hover% earlier, we will see the ship in Crescent Island. Okay, he is going. Gloria is going for that last turn without slowing down.
Oh, he's going around that corner without slowing down. You said?
Normally you would like either start tapping again or hold the A button for that part, but he's like, no, I'm just gonna.
I'm just gonna
swirl my way around. What is a good verb?
I don't know. Fly. That's all I got.
Yeah. Okay. Andy finishing Snowball Valley. That's nice. He did a good job there.
I missed his time.
I have to admit, me too. So we will see Frosty Village probably now. Okay.
Wow, a 105.
He flies. Yeah, that's when you just fly around that last turn. Stuff like that becomes possible in a race. I don't know how he does it, but again, I think I said it a couple times now. Good for him. Oh no, Andy missed that zipper, so
Yeah, this part in particular in Frosty Village is challenging.
yes,
You-
yes.
I can admit that when I go around these corners and hit those zippers, I take my time just so I get it right.
Yeah, theoretically there even is the right path that you see with the other vehicles where you try to get a triple zipper.
Is it
That can be done with car, but it's extremely hard and slower, so
okay.
there's not really
Okay.
a reason to do it.
Gotcha. Okay, so he did that. He just missed the zipper there, but that was a lot better.
So Chloral with Ancient Lake. That has in his PB in his sub 21 attempts been established as some kind of nemesis to him. He even managed to end up in the water in one run, which I have never seen before.
Oh,
So there a lot of bad stuff happened there.
wow.
So when you think about like what's the track
no.
that holds you back in car percent, you wouldn't think of Ancient Lake, but it can be a rough track.
Yes, if
Canyon Mess, well done.
sometimes it's not so kind.
And Andy is finishing strong, 130, Frosty Village. Getting a nice lake jump on the left side. I think I start to get the two screen thing.
Smooth the canyons.
That's good, yeah.
Oh no, Conquer!
Yeah. Some
Oh.
some AIs just don't want to get conquered. Will he get all canyon lasses? Is it a blower? Yes. Yes. So he didn't have the insane speed there, but that made sure that he gets the next blue balloon. So all in all, it was good. Oh no, Andy missing that zipper.
He missed a couple zippers. Oh, I thought he was gonna miss that one too, but he got it. Good. Yo!
And we have for Glow, we have the track that he probably calls his home.
I'm really surprised
Yes.
Andy got that zipper, actually. It was impressive.
Oh, I didn't check on the pace. Looks like we will see some maybe high 21:10ish or a 20, maybe exactly the same time as before for Laurel actually. Yeah, 21:21. He promised me he will do a better run. Oh,
Wow.
the exact time, 200 slower. 200 slower. So if I think last week we had a question chat if he is a machine or a machine. You don't pronounce it well like that. A machine or a human. So now we know the answer. How do you just copy your run by 200s?
Oh man, Chloral, it's just impressive gameplay, I tell you what.
Oh yeah. I'm excited for him coming in and saying, "Oh, I had trouble here and there, and oh no, this wasn't perfect." But yeah, I guess that's what it takes to really climb the throne of car.
I can't
But,
imagine, having that pressure being a top player like that.
Yeah. Like everyone else is praising, "Oh, that was such a good time," and you're like, I'm not really happy. You should really try to find a good balance between competitiveness and enjoyment of the game to sustain being able to play it on a high level for a long time and not just bust out all your energy. So Andy usually had like 26s in this tournament, if I read the stats correctly. So
I think that's what he got this.
Yeah.
Because I raced him earlier.
How long does the combination of these three tracks take? I don't think much more than 3 minutes. We might see a best tournament time.
I don't know.
There's so many Andys in this team, it's hard to find the right. 26:22 is the best he got in the race according to what I have here, so exactly 3 minutes from now. I think we're looking at it. There's also, because you do Ancient Lake and 2 Jungle Falls in the trophy race, there's not too much menu in between. Oh no, this corner. Oh no, there's a rough corner.
Wow.
It was good that he didn't hit in a way that it turns him around or something, because then you would
Yeah, he would have went to the water.
be in the
probably.
water on your way back. Yeah. So again, we are in the convenient situation that we have only one screen, so we don't miss as much as before.
Yeah, right.
21.
Oh. Does Andy
I should
try to go
start
for
betting.
king in this? I think
Yeah.
that's what I was trying to witness there, but
We get another chance to see in the next track. If
Yay.
you only missed something, so it wasn't possible to go for it, or
oh no.
oh, well, it keeps the car clean, so that's getting some nice washing action. Yeah, probably tried, but it's a difficult track. If someone tells you different, tell them different. It's a difficult track. It's so difficult that when I did Carpus, I actually went around the lake. I'm just like, I enjoy the side here.
What? Forget this.
Yeah, definitely tries to get that blue balloon, but yeah.
Yeah, that is. I can't tell you how long I spent on that alone practicing.
Yes,
it took me a very, very, very long time to get even just a little bit consistency, and I'm not even
123. So looks like he'll have like exactly about 1 minute to show a new tournament best. So it needs a 57 here. I think that's more than doable. I really believe
so
in Andy's abilities here.
Yeah.
See, the first lap is already 17, 18.
1860, okay.
Yeah.
This is intense.
There's some hidden treasures in this track that you don't see very often. You see these foot trails of the dinosaur. So when you take this first zipper and you drive over that foot trail, it sends you in the air, and you can use it in a beneficial way.
Per car?
Yes.
For
car.
Yeah.
And it will be very close with the 26, 22.
Go,
come
Coral,
on,
come on. GG's.
I can't tell if that was 22 or 23. But I mean, to copy your best run in the tournament isn't bad either.
Yeah, I still think they both did very well. I mean, to show any kind of consistency, I think says a lot about the runners.
So I think we had a situation where both runners got the exact same time as in the run they did before.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I think we should throw some GGs in the chat for these.
For them hopping in.
Yeah. If you guys want to roll in for some interviews, feel free.
Putting my GGs. We don't bite.
Hello.
Hello.
GG.
Yeah, GG. Hey, Andy. Thank you.
Hey.
Y'all did great.
Yeah.
Yo, thanks. And I want to say that was a perfect run, Paddy. No mistakes.
Yes.
I'm not tilted. It was just perfect.
That's great, yeah.
No. To be honest, after Greenwood Village, I was super tilted because I was 6 seconds slower than I usually be, and I thought, fuck, that's gonna be very, very rough to get a good time. And it got a little bit better after Space Dust and Dark Moon, but yeah, I just got slower and slower and slower. But yeah, Jungle Falls and Fossil Canyon was okay. So, but I'm still happy with my time. I think 21:21 is still,
definitely
a good time for me. Yes. And hey, Andy, GG.
Thanks. You do.
So take us to our to your run, Andy. How did it go?
Say that again.
Take us to our your run.
Well, it was a little bit better than the one from earlier. I got a couple golds.
Nice.
Yeah, just having some issues with some just little things here and there. It wasn't really anything. I don't know what it is. I just I have some improvement to do, but that's about it.
It really just looked like, the AI was trolling you. You just missed some zippers and balloons here and there. But I mean, other than that, it's pretty consistent.
Thanks.
So before the race, we actually try to figure out what your PB is, if it's your best time in a race, or.
Well, let me check real quick. It's a 26:11 is my PB.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. That's not bad then.
No.
Not too far
Yeah.
off.
Close.
Yeah.
Talking about close, I have one question for Gloral.
Uh-huh.
How disappointed were you missing the last time by 200s?
Yeah, that's kind of stupid, but maybe I just pressed spacebar a little bit too late or too early. I don't know. Maybe it's the exact time, but it's okay.
Yeah.
All right. So who do we have up next? I think it's
Do we have a race? Do we have?
Yeah, we do. We have Joe and
have?
Brandino.
Oh.
Doing this is Hover. Yeah, Hover. Poor Brandino.
Hover.
He just did a match, and I don't know, that's so tough to do all 20 track with Hover. It's just
Yeah.
But anyways, thank you, runners. I think you both did
Yeah.
wonderful, and we're gonna get
You
set
did
up for the
great.
next race.
Thanks.
Thank you much and goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.